What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video back in Planet Coaster in the one, the only Time City. And today's episode is pretty fun because we actually go back to the Jurassic section today, and we're going to be adding some Raptors to Raptor Run as we got a new Raptor model within the game, and I'm very excited. And I actually streamed this quite a while back, so there actually are some new models available now, which is awesome. One of the new models is I don't even know what they're called, but I don't know my dinosaurs really well, but we're getting some new dinosaurs into the game as well regardless, and they're going to be really nice additions for this section of the park. Also, at the time we didn't know about some certain things about the Magnificent Rides collection. We are also getting a mock multi-launch coaster within the game as well. I'm so excited for that, by the way. It could also be a mock hyper coaster if you wanted it to be, because it's going to have lift and launches available to it as well. So almost all of my dreams have come true for this game. The only thing that it has not is my extreme spinner model, which I believe is not going to happen, because I think we're going to be getting a chairlift for the final ride in the Magnificent Rides collection anyways. That is most likely going to be what's going to be in that final reveal, because you can pretty much see in a photo that there's a chairlift in the background, so very clearly too. So anyways, that's kind of fun though. I know a lot of people have been asking for that as well, so I have no issues with that there, but maybe someday I'll get my extreme spinner model. That's like my most requested coaster that is left in the game. There's still plenty of other stuff. I mean, like a launched RMC Raptor and stuff like that. There's still stuff out there, but my mock extreme spinning coaster is the one that I want the most now. I'm getting my launch tower, so I'm pretty tame right now. I'm content with what we're getting. Like, I'm very excited. We're getting a lot of stuff that the community wanted, and that's a good thing. So, you know, Grand Carousel and everything. So, but this isn't an episode to talk about that stuff. We're going to be talking about Time City, how this is going to affect Time City as well. I could definitely see me adding some of the new stuff into the park that wasn't originally intended. That wasn't originally going to be in the park because of these new rides coming. So I definitely want to implement the new updates into the park as well. As you can see, that's why I'm kind of going back to the Jurassic section, and there's just some stuff that I left unfinished that I still need. I'm trying to go back and kind of get finished up a little bit, like the queue line here. I don't know exactly what I want to do fully for it just yet. I think I'm going to have most of it covered with a roof of some sorts or canopies or something. I think I'm just going to use like canopies, kind of that we got in the Theme Maker Circuit as well. And I'm going to go back and do a lot of custom stuff for the ride as well. We have some spiral staircases now, which will be really useful for a lot of the launches and maybe mid-course brake runs, and I'm going to use those as well. And I just think if it is possible, I think I'm going to interchange the trains for Raptor Run as well, and actually end up using the mock trains and actually make it a mock multi-launch family coaster, because I think that would be a little bit more realistic than maybe a Gerstlauer, because I currently have it listed as a Gerstlauer, but if I could transform it into a mock coaster instead, I think I would enjoy that. I think it would make a lot more sense, and I like the trains better for mock as well, and it makes sense because they do have family coasters out there, and you know, it's not meant to be super thrilling and everything. I mean, it's definitely a thrilling ride, but it's going to be great. I'm very excited as I'm trying to add more and more to this ride still. There's still a lot to do in this ride. And then I've also got questions, you know, am I going to custom support Raptor Run? I don't think so. It's so low to the ground that I just don't feel like the effort is really needed to custom support this, and because the supports are very small, and most of them are barely even against the ground, so the in-game supports does just perfect. If I was to custom support it, I would probably just do a few spots, so that's probably not going to happen. So for the most part, excuse me. So I think I'll do maybe a few possibly, but we'll see how the trains roll. Also, if I put new trains on the track, I'm gonna have to see how well they run through, because it could actually affect how the train, or affect how it runs on there, especially if the trains are longer or shorter in the end. So these trains are actually pretty long and have more capacity, so I'm not sure if I will do it or not. It's just an idea that popped in my head with the mock multi-launch coaster coming to the game. I was thinking maybe I could just make it a mock multi-launch, but we'll see. I've been wanting to detail this area a lot. It's going to be probably the most themed spot on the coaster, and I want to update the structure a little bit more, and that's why I'm adding more and more to it. You know, the planks just look a little bit too plain, and that's what I have issues with this build, is that everything just kind of ends up looking pretty plain. Because, you know, you don't want to put too much detail, because you're in the Jurassic section. You know, you can't put that much detail, and maybe that's how it just needs to stay. So anyways, it will all be figured out, but I'm working on getting also some speakers and that mid-course there as well, and there's actually going to be some audio theming throughout there at the same time. So you're going to see a lot of animatronic Raptor models out there. I'm going to be changing different colors so they're not all the same, and then we're going to be adding some more dinosaurs throughout the section of the park as well, because it's the Jurassic section, and I think it will work very, very well. So anyways, I love this little bridge, as I'm kind of thinking about calling it, and what it's going to be like. It's like, hey, go ahead and hide. You're pretty much hiding from the Raptors in the structure, and then you'll see the beams break up top. As you can see, I'm adding those, and then the audio is pretty much just going to be like, go, 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 get out of there, or something along those lines, because this is going to be the intense part of Raptor Run. So I'm very excited for this ride. It's a really highly themed ride that's going to be really, really neat when it is all said and done. I also, since I'm going to be adding the custom audio, I wanted to already have it set up. I haven't made the audio just yet, but I wanted to make with the display sequencer, since that's the only way you can trigger custom audio now, unless they fix the triggered speakers eventually, which it's okay. And then we can actually use the Maker's Toolkit item, which is the little control box, and it's actually nice to have these anyways on your like mid courses and stuff like that, for maintenance to mess around with. So I think it works just fine, because these are really, really, really nice. I love the Maker's Toolkit items that are becoming available to us now. Another item that's available is now the spiral staircase on the as well. So I can't wait to add those eventually into the game at the same time. So these are looking really, really good. I'm very excited for how this park will turn out, and the Jurassic section is going to start coming together as well. I just have so much. The reason why I haven't moved on to the next section just yet, I know I've said that it might be in the next couple episodes, and that never has happened. The reason that is because I kind of want to get everything in a more completed state before I move on. And I think I've made excuse me, the mistake of not fully detailing stuff before I move on. So I think when you're going to see a kind of difference in pacing, I think, once I get to the next section. So when I get to the next section, I'm going to just do each spot at a time and not actually, move on until I'm completely done with a building. So I'm going to finish a building up before I move on to the next one. And I think that's very, very crucial for me, because I'm very impatient when I build. The way I help that is by moving around so much, but I want to get myself out of that habit kind of, and maybe go into a direction to where I can fully just build something and keep building it until I'm completed with that section. So it's going to be a challenge for me, but I want to try and get into that, because I feel like the way I do it now is I just have too many incomplete spots, and I don't want to forget those spots in the end. I'm very scared that I'm going to forget that. So I actually do get rid of the door that I did have in this enclosed launch, because it just didn't work out. Since the image doesn't stay on, that spot, and it just kind of looked bad anyways. So for right now, we're just gonna get rid of it. And then I put the new Triceratops as well in there to good use with the T-Rex and the water attraction as well, the lock flume ride. So you're gonna see me placing a lot of dinosaurs just in a lot of different spots, and I'm very excited because we got the Triceratops, and then we got the new one that was just added as well. I don't remember. It's the one with the spiky back and everything as well. So also with the gift shops, we're trying to get some interior in here as well. With this, the salvage gift shop. So we transitioned over here to the apocalypse section for a bit. And I'm trying to get some stuff on the shelves and just kind of create some cool gift shops. And there's constantly new gift shop items coming into the Theme Maker's Toolkit that I'm very excited for. So Frontier also did say that the lag issue that we're having with the game should be resolved and fixed in the next update on the 18th with the DLC. So it's been kind of crappy this last month, having to deal with it because every time you click on something, it takes forever to load. It is kind of annoying, but it looks like they're actually looking at gonna get that optimization issue fixed because people are constantly complaining to Frontier about that. So I knew that they would get it fixed. I was just like, as long as we're saying something to them like, hey, this is getting really bad, they'll get it fixed. I have full confidence in Frontier because they are doing such a great job at starting to get in stuff that the community wants. And like I said, after the World's Fair pack, I hope all they focus on now is rides, and it looks like they're going in that direction right now with all the rides that they are going to be adding in the new DLC. So anyways, the Theme Maker's Toolkit takes care of the rest of the scenery, I think, that we do need. And there's new items constantly being added, so every time I'm always surprised with new items each and every day. So it's really cool. And like I said, these next few episodes, I think I'm really gonna focus a lot on just finishing areas up. And really just get it in a polished state. That way when we start on our next section, because I'm still in that kind of state where, I'm like, I need to work on this and get it done. And I just want to go in there and finish stuff completely. And if that means I need to make some long episodes to get it done, I'll do it. And maybe even do some off screen stuff to really get it in that state. I might do some off-screen stuff for work as well. Pretty much the boring stuff. I want to get rid of the boring stuff out of the way. So some of that is just kind of hard sometimes, to do in my current state because I'm really impatient sometimes. And but I'm really happy with the patience that I have. So here in this last part that we do end up getting in the section where the coaster on salvage is actually going to take your photo. And this is something that I never actually see anyone actually do. There might be people out there who do it, I'm not saying that, but I don't really see people creating like a on-ride photo where it actually takes your photo. So I like to add in a little flash of light, so a little strobe light for when the train goes by. That way it looks like it's taking people's picture and everything, and that's why I have the on-ride photos in the gift shop of the exit of the ride. And it actually turned out really cool and really nice. So I was pretty happy of how it turned out. I'm gonna start doing these with other rides as well. I think I'll probably end up adding one on Raptor Run somewhere because I still have to make Raptor Run's gift shop, which will be going in later on, and it will look cool. So anyways, there's a lot to be done, and we're approaching the off season pretty quickly. So once that off season hits, you're gonna be seeing Time City episodes probably every single day until it is complete, because I want to have it done by March at the earliest and May at the latest. So I want it to be open by March, but if it's not complete, I'm never going to rush it. I will delay it if need be, if it is not complete. So I've been working on this park for almost a year now, and it's just incredible to think that. And I just need to get it in a more completed state. So we're going to be working on a lot of the Jurassic section, entrance area, and of course the Apocalypse section a lot in the next few episodes. So and they'll probably be really long, dragged out episodes, if that. So, and I also, again, will be working off screen probably a little bit on a lot of the boring stuff, like in the parking lot and stuff. So just kind of be aware of that. I just want to get stuff done and get to be able to move on to the Greek/Roman section, which is the next section to be worked on. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys in this episode. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more amazing content like this, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys have a great day and an even cooler tomorrow. So thank you guys so much, and goodbye.